Hi everyone, it's Fran from Village Dry Goods, and can you believe it? We are already on week 8. I'm kind of sad because it's 2/3 of the way over, but I'm really excited for you guys to see how this is going to turn out. So let's go on back to the table and we'll get busy working. Well, here we are on week number 8. I can't believe that we are almost 2/3 of the way finished with our summer block of the week. I've been having fun, it's been kicking my fanny, and I have had such amazing help to do this. So I thank all of my friends, Miss Renee, Miss Laurie, for helping me out. I couldn't do it without being able to use my friends. So this is going to be a little bit of a review to get started. Remember last week we did the Cat's Cradle units and we used the Creative Grids Cat's Cradle ruler. And if you don't want to do that and you're using a traditional ruler, I'll show you again how we did that. We're going to just do a review on the Creative Grids Cat's Cradle ruler that we used last week. We're going to be doing the same thing again this week. If you bought the ruler, you like the ruler, and you want to use it again, let's go ahead and do that. The only difference this week is you have a striped piece of fabric. So in order to have all of your stripes, and if you don't care, if you're not crazy like I am about that, don't worry about this part. If you want your pieces to all be going in the same direction, you will sew 2 of your squares onto your rectangles going horizontally and 2 going vertically. Then they will all come out just perfect, just like this. So that's the only difference this week on using your Cat's Cradle ruler. Now, if you're using the standard no ruler method, let's just review that for a second again. You will have 4 1.5-inch red squares. You will have 4 cream squares that you will cut in half diagonally to give you the 8 triangles. And you will have 2 green that you will cut once diagonally to give you your 4 squares. So again, you're going to sew those together just like we did last week. You'll have your cream pieces, and again, sew those in going from your flat sides on both of those pieces. So once you have these guys all sewn together, press your seams here first towards your cream. When you have your green triangle sewn on there, you will press all of your block out towards your triangle. So your cream here on your red, press it towards the cream, towards your triangles. Press your next one again towards your triangle. So you will make 4 of these little Cat's Cradle units. Then you will make, now here's kind of a surprise and something fun. If you didn't notice on the picture, maybe this will be a surprise for you. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a fun little unit, and I'm not sure what its name is. It's almost a quarter square, but it's only 3/4 of a square. So you're going to take your cream and your gold, and you're going to sew those pieces together. You're going to, again, sew them going into your machine with the flat end and just strip piece all 4 of those little pieces as you're piecing them. Once you have those guys all sewn together, you are going to press them towards your gold, just like so. Then you're going to take your black 3 1/4-inch squares and you're going to sew those on. And I'm sorry you don't have a flat end to sew this to, so don't let that get sucked down into your sewing machine. So you're going to sew all 4 of those together. When you have those sewn together, they look just like this. Now I'm going to use that same precision trimmer ruler that we used last week again. I love all of the registration marks on there, so let's use that once again. I'm going to take my piece, we're going to lay it on there. Again, I have my perfect center place right here at my 1 1/4-inch mark. I'm going to lay that little starburst right in the center of my block. And I'm going to use all those diagonal lines, and I'm going to trim 2 sides, rotate it around, and trim my other two. Now remember, we've already trimmed these two sides, so they're going to line up right there along that 2.5 inch mark for us. So now I'm going to trim the other two sides. When I have that all trimmed, it's pretty just like this. Okay, now we're going to have a little bit of a fun surprise for you. When we start putting this together, it's going to make one of my favorite blocks. So we're going to take our cat's cradle units, and they go here and here, and they're going to come down here and here. Now watch what happens. I'm going to take one of our fun little 3/4 triangle units that we just put together, and we're going to start putting these guys together into rows. So here's my top row. Wait for it. It's going to happen. Then here comes my next row here. Pretend that these are all nice and trimmed down for you. I know they're not, but just pretend they are. Here comes our next one. Can you see what's starting to happen? Okay, almost there. What do we have? It's a friendship star. I love the friendship star block. So when you have this all sewn together, this is going to be a 6.5 inch unfinished block. All of your little units that you've done here are going to be 2.5 inches. And I have pressed these seams on our 3/4 triangle block open. So when you put this all together, here's your block. Do your flying geese units on your top and your bottom and your sides exactly the same way we've been doing them all along. You'll take your 9 inch green square and your 7.5 inch cream square, sew those together to make your 4 flying geese. Cut those apart, square them up, sew your 3.5 inch squares onto each end of 2 of those units. Sew your sides on first and then your top and your bottom. So if you look on the back, that's how I've pressed them kind of open. So in the centers here, I'm open. On my flying geese units, I've pressed that one open as well. So I hope you have fun with this, and we'll see you next week.